Kriss is my name, and I'm the pastor at Mount Cathedral Community Baptist Church. And it is an absolute pleasure to have Claudeen Mattingley with me today, one of only 2 remaining foundation members from Mount Cathedral Community Baptist Church. And as I look through the record books, Mount Cathedral Community Baptist Church officially began on the 21st of February 1999 at the Buxton Community Hall.
Yes, and the day before it started, we went down to clean the hall, and you've never seen such a mess.
Okay, so there was a little bit of work to be done before the day.
Well, we thought we'd go from 9 till lunchtime and that would do it, but it didn't. We continued on. I remember there were about 10 or 11 of us there cleaning, and we spent nearly the whole day cleaning.
Yep, there was quite a lot of work to be done before the day.
Yeah, there was writing on the wall, there was... you just couldn't imagine. There was a whole roll-up of carpet in one corner, and somebody brought a screen to put around that, so we could just leave it there because we didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah, wow.
And that was the day before we started.
Yep,
and then,
so that must have been on the 20th of February.
Yeah.
So working bee for the day.
Yes, it was for the day.
Well, I was going to ask, and you sort of answered it already, which is good, but I was going to say for the viewers and the listeners of this video, how and why did the church begin, which was originally called Buxton Baptist Church, correct, when it first began?
No, it was called Mount Cathedral.
Oh, it was Mount Cathedral.
Because Kriss said, they'll call us Buxton Bappies if we don't call it something else, so we called it Mount Cathedral Baptist Church.
So how did the church begin? What were the circumstances surrounding that?
We were sort of churchless. We had Akron Church going, but we were churchless because we wouldn't continue on in Marysville with the... they were chasing after the Toronto blessing. Yep. And so we decided that wasn't for us. Mm-hmm. So we left and used to go to Lilydale's church once a fortnight.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And there were quite a few people who weren't happy with the whole circumstances. And then Bruce heard of Belusovs and Derek Reynolds were wanting to start a church, so we got in touch with them. Yep. And we thought we'd just start an ordinary Baptist church. But as it turned out, Paul was never to be a pastor of a Baptist church again, which we didn't know at the time. Yep. And so we went in with Paul and Kriss. We knew Kriss quite well. Yep. We didn't know Paul at all. Yep. And so we went in with them. There were about 16 of them. I've written out the names there. There was the Belusov family, the Reynolds family, us, Ethel and Jean and Gwen. Gwen then, she was in it. Yep. And there were a couple who were just sort of floating by. They were only in the district for about 3 months, but they joined up with us. And
so there were, what did you say, about 16 or 17
about 16
people initially, when it first formed?
With the children, counting children.
And that was first meeting in Buxton Hall?
No, we used to meet in homes for about 10 weeks beforehand. Okay. We would meet at Belusovs at our place at Reynolds, and so we just met round about till we got used to each other, because we thought we're never going to make a church while we're just a whole lot of strangers.
Sure, we don't know each other. Okay, wow, that's great. What was that first, you told me about the Saturday, but what was that first Sunday service like back in 1999, if you can remember how that was?
They had a man from the Christian Police Association to speak, and and there was about 100 there.
Oh, wow.
Because Paul was one of 13 children.
Yes, okay.
And so all his relatives
Extra families came, yep.
And they had a choir from Geelong, which was about 20 strong. And so we cut sandwiches for the day before. No, the morning. It was in the afternoon.
Yeah, the
we
service.
opened
Yep.
the church, and we cut sandwiches.
Yep.
And oh, yes, it was very successful. It was quite a good opening,
Yeah.
you know, for quite a lot.
Yep. Okay. One of the things that I was particularly interested in finding out, as a foundation member, having seen the church since 1999 right until today, what would you say would be some of your favourite memories over the last 17 years of the church's existence? Take your time, that's fine. Just a couple of key things you think, wow, that was a really good time, or maybe it wasn't such a good time, whatever.
Oh, we used to have quite good meetings. Paul was a really good preacher,
Yep.
despite what happened about him and
Sure.
all the rest of it.
Yep.
He was a really good preacher. We always had good Sunday services
Yep.
because Paul was the preacher.
Yep, good.
And so that was a good part of it. Was that,
Yep.
that you enjoyed the services because you always got a good sermon.
Yeah, good. Yep. So the preaching over the years has been a good memory for you,
Yes,
particularly with
yes.
the Belousovs. Good. Yep.
Yes, so that was one of the good memories.
Yep.
Oh, I suppose you had really good days. I can't quite put my finger on any
Sure.
at the moment.
Some of the special events and things that have happened over the years.
We had kitchen teas and that sort of thing.
Yeah,
you know.
yep. And back in the day, there was ladies' Bible studies being run as well, weren't there, by different...
Kobe.
Yep,
Yeah.
right, yep. And I'm sure there were other aspects of it, but the thing that stands out the most has been the teaching. Would that be the
Yes,
greatest memory?
Yes,
Yep.
that was probably... we had good teaching. Despite all that was
Yeah.
going on around us, we
Yep.
had good teaching.
Yep.
And that was the good part of it.
Yep.
Bible study was always pretty good.
Yep.
We had about, I suppose, 20 or so in the ladies' Bible study.
Wow. Yep. Okay.
And,
Yep. Okay, that's good. Those are some of the memories which are great. This is a question that I've asked different folks, and I'll be asking some more as I do some more interviews today. And this is a hard one. How would you describe Mount Cathedral Community Baptist Church in just 3 words? So 3 separate words to describe the summary of the church.
today, it's a good church.
Okay, good. That's a good one. So good. What else?
It's a place where you want to go.
Okay, all right. So, if you like it, desirable in one sense.
Yes.
Yep. And what else? Another word that would summarise the church. It's good. It's a place you want to go.
Yes. That's my Christian home.
Yeah, okay. So it's your home, your family.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
One last question for you that it probably in some ways is even maybe the most important of all of them. Potentially this video will be seen by many others in the future, if the Lord should tarry and so forth. What would you say as a senior Christian lady who's been here since the beginning of this particular church, what would you say to future generations of Christians that would come through as part of the Mount Cathedral Community Baptist Church family? What message or truth would you want to communicate to them?
Stick to the Bible.
Stick to the Word. That would be your focus. Stick to the Word. Okay, well that's wonderful. That is really good. Anything else that you would want to add by way of a concluding comments or anything?
No, I don't think so.
No, that's great. It's been so good to have you in the studio, Claudeen. I really appreciate it as one of our foundational members. So Lord bless. Thank you.